We are Act 1, Group 2, and we are analyzing implicit elements.
And the implicit elements include things like theme, symbolism, allegory, and tone. And starting with theme, we're talking about ignorance and wisdom. And it has to do with the whole issue about the Puritans not knowing better, and if they didn't understand something, they couldn't just go to science, they went directly to witchcraft. Like, for example, Betty can fake her illnesses like it was nothing, and then everyone just believes her, as with the girls, except for like certain individuals who are just not 100% gullible, just like Proctor, and where he's wise enough, and then he thinks the others are wise enough, but he learns better.
Another example was order and individual freedom, where they were trying to restore order to town, but then hundreds of people were arrested and falsely accused for witchcraft to protect the village, and individual freedom just didn't end up being important to anymore as the people. Individuality and community was another example where John Proctor shows individuality when he chooses not to attend church because he doesn't like Paris. The community demands that all the members attend church without question.
The next main thing would be symbolism, which was very prevalent during Act 1, especially with the whole fact of your name being your honor system, pretty much, and it's your reputation. And it's what's like the whole fact of Abigail referencing that her name has no blush to it means that there's no stain on like her person. She's 100% reputable, which is why people tend to believe her afterwards. There's also the fact of the forest, which the forest was where the girls were dancing, which brought in the whole element of the unknown and how it was cursed land pretty much for the Puritans, which is why them dancing in the forest was so important and symbolic. Then the last one was right at the end of the act with the let the marshal bring the irons. That's the whole section of not only just bringing them to jail, but branding them, because all the accused were already believed to be witches, and there was no turning back.
The next thing is allegory, where Miller exposes the flaws in religion through Paris. He cares more about his name in the town rather than if Betty is okay, which is the same with John McCartney, where he was more concerned with his name and fighting all these communists than the good of the people.
And it's very familiar because they were both willing to do what's necessary to keep suspicions away from themselves and just place all the blame on others. And then the last is tone, which includes that of suspicion and fear and hysteria, and hysteria can also connect to the theme. And then everyone in the town and the girls were doing in the woods, they were wondering what they could do to not get caught, and set fear of, oh, I don't want to get in trouble, or oh, I don't want to like be put down as a female, because they didn't have as many rights either, so that just brought them down even worse. And then it spreads to the whole town being afraid of being accused of being a witch. And then that hysteria that spreads because of this one little accusation that should not have been founded upon anything.
Now tell me true, Abigail, and I pray you feel the weight of truth upon you. For now my ministry is at stake. My ministry and perhaps your cousin's life. Whatever abominations you have done, give me all of it now. I dare not take it under when I go before them down there.
It was nothing more, I swear, Uncle.
Abigail, I have sought for 3 long years to bend these stiff-necked people to me. And now, just now, when I have good respect rising in the parish, you compromise my very character. I've given you a home, child. I put clothes upon your back. Now you give me an upright answer. Your name in this town, is it entirely white, isn't it?
I'm sure it is, sir. There is no blush about my name.
Abigail, is there any other cause? that you have told me, for you are being discharged from Goody Proctor's service. As I've heard it said, and I've told you as I heard it, that she comes so rare into the church this year, for she will not sit so close to something so soiled. What signifies this remark?
She hates me, Uncle. She must, for I would not be her slave. It's a bitter woman, a lying, cold, snivelled woman, and I will not work for such a woman.
And she may yet be. Yet it has troubled me that for now 7 months out of their house, and in all this time, no other family has called for your service.
They want slaves, not such as I. Let them send to Barbados for that. I will not black my face for any of them. I will ill consent them on him. Do you begrudge my bed, Uncle?
No.
My name is good in the village. I will not have it said my name is spoiled. Goody Proctor is a gossiping liar.
What's this mischief here?
Oh, nothing. She just went silly somehow.
The road past my house is a pilgrimage to St. all morning. Town's only witchcraft.
Oh, gosh. We were just dancing in the woods last night, and my uncle leaped up on us. She took Fridays off.
You're wicked gay, aren't you? You'll be classed in the stocks before you're 20.
John, give me word. Soft word.
No, Abby, I'm done with it.
You came 5 miles just to see a silly girl fly. I know you better.
I've come to see the mischief your uncle has been growing. Abby, put it out of mind.
John, I've been waiting for you every night.
Abby, I give you no hope to wait for me.
I have something better than hope, I think.
Abby, I will not be coming for you no more.
You're surely sporting with me.
You know me better.
That you put it in your
Cinnamon?
food? Yes, I can't say it.
Cinnamon.
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 You just confused me.
Okay, what
Why? Stop.
Individuality and community, where John Proctor shows individuality when he chooses not to attend church because he doesn't like Paris.
What's this mischief here?
Oh, nothing. She's just got silly somehow.
The road past my house is a pilgrimage to St. all morning. Town's only witchcraft.
Oh gosh, we were just dancing in the woods, all, and my uncle jumped up on us. She just took Fridays off.
You're wicked gay, aren't you? You'll be classed by the stocks before you're 20.
John, give me a word, a soft word.
No, Abby, that's done with.
What was my lie? We are Act 1, Group 2, and we are analyzing implicit elements, which include theme, symbolism, allegory, and tone.
And starting with theme, we have the whole ignorance versus wisdom. And that just includes the whole that anything the Puritans didn't understand, they just directly blamed it on witchcraft. Like there was no science back in the day, there was none of that scientific inquiry, and it's just a common popular belief, which is why it spreads so quickly. And there's just that 1 out of 100, like Proctor, who is then singled out, effective pretty much, and then his name is kind of devalued because he's different, which leads on to
Order and individual freedom, which people, they try to restore order in the town by arresting hundreds of people and falsely accusing them for witchcraft in order to protect the village. But then it ended up being that individual freedom was not as important as the people that were being arrested. Then that also ends up being individuality and the community, where John Proctor shows his individuality when he chooses not to go to church because he doesn't like Proctor, since Proctor only teaches about going to hell and everything. And then the community demands that you...
it was Paris.
Paris? Really? Oh my god, did I say that wrong? I was like, I got this. And then